RecRoom has a problem. Imagine the following. You're playing a PvP game, and you approach your enemy.
Haha, I can't die! Haha! We're done for now.
What you just saw was an example of the exploit that has been plaguing RecRoom for months. It goes by many names. Some call it invincibility, some call it time stopper. I call it what it is. Immortality. This Immortality Exploit has been plaguing RecRoom for so long. This exploit popped up a couple months ago, and it is not going away. Several updates have come out since then, and none of them have fixed the problem. In actuality, the glitch itself is very simple. All you have to do is go to a room, or even make one yourself. I will not be disclosing what room exactly because I don't want more people doing this. But all you have to do is go to one of those rooms, and it's that simple. You can't die in PvP games. I don't know when this glitch first emerged, but over the past few months especially, it has been everywhere, to the point where I can't even play my favorite game anymore, because there are simply too many exploiters. Vote kicks don't even work. Don't even get me started on the stupid vote kick limit. There are so many people using this exploit. Sometimes it just feels like there's nothing we can do anymore. So now, the question I've been wondering about. What can we do about this? How do we fix it? As I've already stated, vote kicks just don't work. Vote kick limit aside, people just don't vote yes. In my experience, only about 1 out of 20 vote kicks actually get approved. Often, it's because the exploiters have other friends exploiting with them that they can rely on to always say no to these kicks. So now, let's talk about some alternatives. Number 1, reporting. While you could report players using this exploit, to be completely honest with you, it would be a waste of time. Usually, the people using these exploits are just kids, or people who don't really think they're doing any harm. They're just tired of dying, and so they're using the glitch. And sometimes that's valid, but it doesn't excuse the fact that it does ruin the game for everyone. If you report random people who you find using this exploit, what you're basically doing is encouraging RecRoom to ban people who are just trying to have a more fun experience. Even though they are still in the wrong, I don't think banning is the right option here. So, what's the alternative? How do we fix this? The most obvious answer, in my opinion, is to have RecRoom fix it. People create these rooms non-stop. If they delete one, 10 more will pop up in its place, and believe me, that is not an exaggeration. So, deleting the rooms that it originates from is not the problem. And even if you could get the rooms to stay gone, it would still be a band-aid fix. Because the root of the problem, the exploit itself, is still there. So now the question, where is it coming from? And how does RecRoom fix it? To be honest, I'm only a little bit of a programmer. My programming knowledge is quite limited. So, while I wish I could provide more expertise in this category, I really am not sure what the answer is in this case. But I will still do my best to provide some possible solutions for RecRoom. In CV1 game rules, because CV1 games are targeted more than CV2 games, as the CV1 is so primitive and the exploit easily gets around it. What you could do is just add some kind of checking system to CV1 games to ensure that every player actually has the needed amount of health. I don't know why it doesn't already do this, but it doesn't, or at least not consistently enough. It could take up more memory to do it, so it might produce a little more lag, but to be completely honest, I would take a little more lag in exchange for not seeing exploiters anymore. While I wish I could provide more possible solutions, like I said, my knowledge is limited. But even with the solutions that I have proposed, and I'm sure other people have proposed, there is still one issue that needs to be addressed. Why should RecRoom care? Now, I know what you're probably thinking. That's a stupid question. Of course RecRoom should care. This is ruining the game for so many people. But here's my question for you. Do these exploiters actually stop people from playing PvP games? I honestly don't think so. I don't think the amount of players in PvP games has gone down really much at all due to the exploits. If anything, it's gone up. People are a fan of these exploits, and they might be joining PvP games just to try them out. So, from RecRoom's perspective, from a cost-benefit analysis, it makes more sense to just leave the glitch be. If they don't fix it, there's no negative side effect. Which is why I propose something a little unorthodox. Let's give them no choice. Now, hear me out. I know. How on earth would we do that? Well, it's simple. You ever heard of a boycott? What we can do, as a community, is stop playing PvP games. Anytime you see an exploiter, just leave. Just quit playing the game. I mean, there are many other PvP games outside of RecRoom I'm sure you can find. The point is, if we don't do something, nothing is going to change. RecRoom, if you're already working on a solution for this exploit, I apologize, but I needed to do something. Say something. So yes, while boycotting RecRoom PvP games might sound silly, it can probably achieve change, at least a little. And hey, at least if we do that, we're doing more than just letting it continue. That's all I have to say. Be careful out there, and if you're an exploiter, just don't do it. It may seem fun at first, but you're truly ruining the game for everyone else. And nobody wants to be killed by a person that's just gonna laugh at them while unable to die. That doesn't make anyone happy. And the point of playing games is to have fun. Just remember to be respectful out there. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you want. Hawkshadow out.